This isn't Animorphs. Oh, hello there. I didn't see you there. You know, trespassing is a crime, but because you're just too damn sexy, I'm gonna let it slide. So you probably saw the title and thought, well, you have some new figures like that Tarantulas and the Knockout. Why are you reviewing a Starscream that pretty much everyone forgot about? Well, there's two things to that. One, you assume I review relevant things. Thanks, retail stores. And two, it's my 10th anniversary of doing reviews. And I started off with the Starscream, so why not continue with that? So butt off! Man, you could do a lot in the span of 10 years. You could count the years in a decade. You could count the minutes in a year times 10. You could wait for the Combiner Wars gimmick to end. I mean, that one's not legitimate, but it felt like it took 10 years. So before we get the ball rolling on the plastic toy that you're probably more interested in, I thought, why don't we make a footage reel? A lot of things have happened over the past 10 years, and let's check out the highlights. Here you go. That's it? Really? Like, that's a clip of few that you didn't even let him say anything. You know, I'm here too, the guy that's... whatever. Happy anniversary. In the series Transformers Cyberverse, or Bumblebee Cyberverse Adventures, or whatever they call it, most major Autobots and Decepticons return, including the Air Commander Starscream. He is traitorous, at least when the showrunners realized that he should be. Yeah, he didn't seem completely against Megatron until Season 2, and it kinda came out of nowhere. In any case, Starscream tried his hand at any attempt to conquer both sides or destroy any opponent who wouldn't bow to him. Starscream's alt mode is different than the other Seekers in the show, and it's pretty weird. Like some toy dart to throw off the deck. I wasn't sure how I'd feel about it. Seems a little choppy in the midsection, but nowhere near as bad as that Warrior Class figure, thank goodness. I do like that there's various colors and not just gray. The blue can be vibrant, and I like the red accents. If only the stripes on the wings could continue. The Seeker intakes are now in the center, and with the yellow cockpit, it can technically open, so I hacked the system. They even tried to incorporate the heels to some use, covering the top and adding another intake just for good measure. I like the long nose, not for reasons your dirty mind is thinking, and how the wings expand. Whooshing required, whooshing achieved. Of course, there's some gaps, oddly colored hinges poking out, and the arms and legs at the bottom, but considering what it's doing, it's not that bad at the size. The blasters can stay attached, even with the transformation, and you can use all the blast effects. The long fireballs can attach to the blasters, and for the missiles, they added a third port right under the nose. You can, of course, swap them around. You can disconnect the wings and, I don't know, Star Wars perhaps? It seems like it. I'm glad that they made this. It feels inspired by multiple things, like the wings of the F-22 probably, just changing proportions. Either way, I like the size, it feels good to whoosh around, and it's better than that Warrior toy. Robot mode. One huge surprise that got me on board with this figure was the transformation. No matter my critique on his look, like the weird blue that makes the torso boxy, tail wings that look like bunny ears, and the long sexy legs versus the short body. Oh no, I'm body shaming! Either way, I love how the wings wrap and compact while still letting them adjust. The nose tucks in pretty well so it seems clean. If only the legs weren't hollow. The colors are more broad, and I guess the blue in the torso allows it to feed through the figure more consistently. The shape is pretty good, everything seems slightly angled off, and there's plenty of gray, blue, and red paint apps. The head seems tiny here, but the shape is right with the stylized helmet and sinister pointed chin. Did someone say articulation? Ball jointed head, ball joint shoulders, rotation below, elbow bend, wrist rotation, waist rotation, ball joint hips, rotation below, knee bend, foot tilt, toes, and heels move. Posability is actually pretty good, though I would prefer wider feet. Also, the shoulders tend to catch on the side, but look at the way his head tilts. They tend to forget this for flyers. Let's take a look at the accessories. Starscream comes with two null-ray style weapons with blue paint. He can hold them, but get this out of there! They plug onto the sides, obviously, in case posing needed an excuse. There's also 3 blast effects, 2 similar fireballs that can attach on the guns, and the best is the missile launching effect with painted missiles that can plug into similar pegs in the torso. Really reminds me of Cybertron Starscream with these. Honestly, I wasn't sure how I'd feel about the Starscream figure. I thought he might be fine, but I didn't think I needed it. Now I'm so glad I didn't skip it. I think the alt and the robot mode does the job well. But not only that, the transformation is pretty involved and interesting. I think if you want a Starscream that's a little different than you might expect, perhaps look into this figure and see if you like it for yourself. You could cut the tension with that chin. Hey, I want to genuinely say thank you guys for watching any part of the past decade. It means a lot. I put a lot of time and effort into these reviews, so I really do appreciate it. Now, go pay taxes or something.